I am now 900 miles away from my cars, but I still want to make progress on the builds, and the only way to do that is by collecting parts. So I have been scouring online to see what I could find. Facebook Marketplace, the worst addiction someone can have. You stay up late at night scrolling through your phone, finding things you never knew you needed. So let's see what I found.
Just got the rear wheel well and bumper brackets. They've gone through 2 owners already. Hopefully I will be the last. Started off with one person, bought it, didn't use it, resold it to this couple who were restoring a 1970 Beetle, and they parted it out, and now I have them. So yeah, I got a set of 2. Stickers still on them. Going in the Beetle. Another day, more Beetle parts. Maybe a little echoey in here, but I just came back from another Beetle haul, and I got a bunch more parts, so I'm a little bit poor. But I know that I got a great discount on these parts. This guy posted on Facebook Marketplace, said, got some engine tin. And I said, what else he got? And I ended up getting more than I thought. So first up, I got the rear and front tint for the engine. Mine has one, but it's kind of rotted away. And I needed the other one, so he had 2 of them. I ended up getting a factory original exhaust. It says made in Western Germany on it. I really wanted to go more stock, so having this little piece will be a lot. Just, having it be stamped Western Germany, you're never going to see it, but I'll know that's there. And then on the far side, I got the passenger side fender, new old stock, little surface rust, but hell of a deal on that. The horn button, that's a semicircle. The one that came with the car was only the 2 prongs, but I liked the look of the semicircle, so I ended up getting this one. Side view mirrors. Mine only has the driver's side. This is a passenger side. This is a semi-matching set besides for the back. But the driver's side mirror on the Beetle is kind of shot after sitting in the woods for 30 years. So I thought, why not just get the set? All of this for $200. $200 isn't bad for what it is. I know the front fender alone is like $150 on J-Bucks. And I think that this is a step in the right direction.
So I was out at a comedy show, got a little boring, so I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace, and I came across some free Beetle parts. So I got the heat exchangers. These are actually off of a 67, so it's the exact same year. Some of the hardware is missing, but I don't have it, and it's free. So I think that this is a great addition to my Beetle parts pile. Getting parts one at a time seems like it's going to take a long time. I need to go somewhere where I can get a bunch of parts at once. While the Volkswagen warehouse was incredible for its sheer amount of cars, this is incredible because of the sheer amount of parts that were in this building. Tim opened up the shop in 1972, and out of here he sells fully rebuilt engines, parts, cars, and more. A lot of these are buried, but the grass is really tall. There's a bunch of them, and I don't even know what parts I can grab. This one's really cool. This one has body kit on it to make it almost like an old school car because it has the pointy nose on it. That's cool. Because I'm assuming he did a lot of Baja buggies because of how much some of these are cut up. But yeah, I'm gonna try and find something. Fastback is cool. He has some buses, some T2s. I don't see any T1 buses, some split windows, but yeah, we'll see what I can find. I didn't get that many parts from this location because I was lost in the sea of them, and also I was kind of losing track on what I needed for my Beetle because I haven't really gone into building it yet. But one of the best finds at this location was this Beetle go-kart Mad Max looking vehicle. I honestly loved it. So, the haul. I got a bunch of engine tin for the exhaust. I don't have any of that, so I got 3 pieces. Got the emblem for the hood, which I don't have. The missing piece I have for the heater box that I got. Interior window handle, because I'm missing some. And then a brand new fuel pump. Ta-da! So I got all this for $40, which isn't bad because the fuel pump alone is like 30 or 35 bucks. So there we go.
Now, up until this point, I've only been getting Beetle parts. A main reason behind this is how popular the Beetle was. Over its 60 years of production, they made 21.5 million units worldwide, compared to the Volkswagen Mark I Golf that only made 7 million. When you take into account units only sold in the US, and models with parts that I need, it's easy to see why Beetle parts are so easy to come by. A secondary reason is the cultural impact and emotional connection people have to the Beetle, which has helped it remain relevant and popular. On the other hand, the Rabbit is a well-designed, practical car that doesn't stand out as much, and we know exactly where cars like that end up. So I'm back on the hunt for more parts. I looked online for salvage yards in Atlanta, and I've never heard of pull-apart before. I've never seen anything like this. In New York, there's not really salvage yards like this, but I'm excited because they may have a car that I can pull some stuff off of, so we're gonna go check it out. Oh my god. I don't know why I thought there was gonna be a map, but I got the lot number of what I want to go find, but I really don't know where I'm going. So it looks like I'm just gonna wander around this salvage yard until I find the car, a car that I find interesting. There it is. Oh my god, no, the handle's already taken off of it. Oh my god. Wow, it is a little more gutted than I thought. Taillights are in one piece. That's the exact piece that I need though. And the lock. They have a key. So this is a 81 Rabbit, the same exact one that I have. So yeah, might pull some parts off of it. I don't really know what I need all that much. Oh my god, it's a blue interior. Oh, might need to go salvaging. So this has a lot of things that I need. It's a blue interior, which is perfect for my car. So I'm just gonna get started ripping parts from it. And yeah. This is the rear luggage tray. Mine doesn't have it. Now it does. More screws. I found this little froggy in the car. I think he's gonna come with me. He's gonna go into my Rabbit. And I'm out of the junkyard. I didn't record any other videos because I was pissed off at rusty screws and a little bit dehydrated. And I kind of like grabbed the parts and I just ran right out of there. But I enjoyed it. I got a lot of good stuff. I'm gonna show it on camera in a second. But it only cost 40 bucks for everything. A lot of it was free because they deemed it worthless, which I don't think it is because I definitely saved some money. But this is what I got. So the biggest find was the parcel tray for the back. My car does not have this, which is really nice. Factory original, a little scuffed. Maybe I can paint it over. But it had a metal rail in it. I'm going to show that now. I basically had to cut the plastic to rip it out, and then I cleaned it off, which was gross. But at least it'll be good for transportation back to the Rabbit. And then everything else is on this table, besides for two other things, which I'll get to in a second. First up, I have the moldings for the headlights. Just grabbed them just in case I want the black grille and I need them. Got some lights that weren't cracked or broken. There were only two. The rest of them were kind of shot.
Inside of the door jambs, these guards, just ripped them off. They were very easy, so I thought it was worth it. Shift knob, mine doesn't have it. I'm probably going to buy a new one, but this will be good for temporary purposes, or if I want to try and put something on the top like a logo. Could be a little fun project. I found this little frog in the rabbit, and I thought he needed a good home, so he came home, and maybe he'll go into my rabbit. Plates for the speakers, they're just in the factory blue, why not? Vents that are below the grill, just in case mine are cracked. I don't even know if they're there because it's under the fiberglass body kit. But those, another cover for the lights. These are for the luggage tray, so that's what those go to. And then a whole bunch of miscellaneous hardware, got an extra just plastic bits and screws. And then I got 2 sections of good carpet. If I need to patch mine up, maybe those will clean up. And then a little bit of fabric from the luggage tray. A lot of it was shot, but I tried to cut out a little bit just to have some extra fabric that was OEM. So besides for that, I got one of the taillights, the full assembly. It's a little cracked, but it gave me so much trouble that I had to take it after I got it out. Just getting the screws out, and I was like, I can't leave it behind because I spent so much time on it. And then the last thing is I got one of the headlights that's still dripping water because I washed it. But this will be nice because not only just in case I break one, but my headlights aren't matching. One of them is General Electric, and the other one is, I don't know what other brand. And this one is stamped General Electric. So I'll actually have matching headlights on the Rabbit, which will be nice. So overall, it was a great haul. I only paid for the headlights, the taillights, and then this one hazard light that goes on the side. Everything else, they just gave it to me for free. Wish I knew that. I would have grabbed a few more plastic parts just as backup, just in case I break mine or mine are in worse quality. But definitely worth it. And I definitely saved some money here. So the budget build is coming along just fine. Like I said earlier, I did some cleanup on the parcel tray. Not only because of the rusty metal, but also how much dirt was caked on this thing. Just look at the dirt that comes off of it. Yummy. Now it's time to deal with the rusty metal. On the earlier Rabbit models, they had these metal supports built into the tray. In the newer ones, it was just plastic. So with this one, I'm probably going to reinforce it at some point in the future, or maybe find another one. Who knows?
Shake this thing outside.
Yes! So I got the whole metal piece out. I had to cut each plastic support as well as into the sides a little bit. I know it's for strength, but I had to go. I can always put something else in there. I don't know, but just looks a lot better without it. Just needs a nice clean. And there's a few, I don't know if they're screws or rivets. They're rusted so much I can't even see the top of it to hold in the straps to the seat. That bar was shot, so I left it in the car, but I do need to get these out. Might be a later problem. So, yeah. Surely 2 rabbits wouldn't show up in the same salvage yard. Close enough. Say hello to this really clean 1988 Volkswagen Cabriolet. While past me is pulling out some parts, let me give you a little lesson that completely ruined this trip. Car companies aren't that unique. Not only do they use the same parts throughout their brands, but also a lot of their models. And this applies to Volkswagen in the late 70s and into the 80s. Some of the cars Volkswagen were making at the time were the Scirocco, Jetta, Caddy, Rabbit, and the Rabbit Convertible, also known as the Cabriolet. By looking at the photos, you can see that they did share some parts. So, not only to help my rebuild, but to find these similarities, I got this. A Volkswagen Rabbit, Jetta, Scirocco, and pickup manual for only $9. If we open up this manual, we can see that Volkswagen made both carbureted and fuel-injected engines for these models. The main difference between these two engines are the valve cover, filter head, fuel pump, and obviously the intake manifold and the carburetor.
There might be more differences, but this is what I know as of now. Let's take a break and check in on past Ryan. He's doing okay. I'm bringing all this information up because currently I am taking parts out of a car that has a fuel-injected engine. Which is good because the Rabbit GTI is supposed to be fuel-injected. However, the one in mine currently is a carbureted one. Alright, so we can just leave this car be. Wait, Ryan, why are you still trying to take out the parts? Well, that's because there's a catch. There are some oddities in my engine bay, such as this reservoir that's only found in the fuel-injected models. The valve cover is modified to mimic the mounting of the fuel-injected model, as well as looking deeper, the serial number on this engine block matches the one that I'm pulling out right now. With all of this in mind, and the really bad wiring job, I think the previous owner converted this fuel-injected engine to carbureted because they didn't have the fuel-injected wiring harness. Am I stupid for switching this back to fuel-injected and also just going way over my head with this project? Yes. But I want to do it. I also have no idea what I'm doing, and half of the things I said in this video could honestly just be straight up wrong.
I might be back for you. I don't know. For a while I was cranking away at the exhaust manifold, not the intake manifold, because I'm stupid. But I'm leaving it now. Oh, I got a nice, I wonder what that's from. Yeah, so I'm just stupid, and the only way I'm getting that off is if the engine comes out, so I guess I'm gonna visit in like a week or two and see if they pull the engine, or if someone pulls the engine, because that's the only way I'm getting the intake manifold out of that car.
I could have just bought the engine I was pulling parts off for $400, but I have no way of getting it back to New York. And I don't know what I want to do with the Rabbit. I want to put an original engine back in it, maybe put a turbo on it, but even then, I just don't know, and I may just stop collecting parts and decide when I'm actually building the car itself. So, with not that many more parts to collect, because I drained out every single lead online, I probably won't be getting that many more parts before moving back up north. So, thank you for watching, and who knows when the next video will be.